Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to set up the Epson ET-3930 printer together, from start to finish. And don't worry if you've never set up a printer like this before. I'll walk you through everything step by step, including the full mobile setup using the Epson Smart Panel app. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. Alright, let's begin with the very first step, which is unpacking the printer. Carefully remove all the protective materials from around the printer and take a moment to check all the corners, both outside and inside, for any tape, foam, or packing material that might still be there. As you're doing that, there's one important thing to keep in mind. Inside the printer, you'll see a flat white cable and some ink tubes with a translucent cover. These parts are delicate, so don't touch or move them. Just leave everything exactly where it is. Once everything is unpacked and you've made sure nothing is left behind, go ahead and connect the power cord to the back of the printer and plug it into an electrical outlet. For now, don't connect the printer to your computer with a USB cable. Well, come back to computer setup later if you need it. Now, before we start using the printer, let's get the ink tanks filled. This is actually pretty simple, but take your time because ink can stain. So first, open the ink tank cover and then open the cap for the black ink tank. You'll see color-coded markings on the printer, which make it easy to know exactly where each color goes. Next, take your black ink bottle and keep it upright while you slowly remove the cap. Don't shake or squeeze the bottle. And once the cap is off, try not to touch the top of the bottle. After that, carefully place the bottle into the matching filling port. If it doesn't slide in easily, don't force it. Just take it back out and make sure you're using the correct color bottle. Once the bottle is properly positioned, let the ink flow naturally into the tank. You don't need to squeeze the bottle or do anything else. The filling process will stop automatically when the ink reaches the upper line. Once the tank is full, carefully remove the bottle and put the cap back on securely. And if there's still some ink left in the bottle, don't throw it away. Store it somewhere safe because you can use it later. Now that the black tank is done, we'll repeat exactly the same process for cyan, magenta, and yellow. Just take your time with each color and double-check the matching label before you insert the bottle. Once all 4 tanks are filled, close the ink tank cover. Now let's move on to turning the printer on and getting it ready for its first use. Raise the printer's control panel and press the power button. When the printer starts up, you may see a language selection screen. If you do, simply choose your preferred language and continue. After that, you'll see a setup message on the printer's display. When the Epson Smart Panel setup message appears on the display, choose the option to continue setup from the control panel. Then, when you're asked to see the Start Here sheet, press and hold the Help button for about 5 seconds. Once that's done, the printer will guide you through the ink charging process. This takes around 11 minutes, so this is a good time to grab a cup of coffee or tea and take a quick break. But keep in mind, this part is important. Don't turn off the printer or unplug it while the ink is charging. Interrupting the process can waste ink and may cause problems with the initial setup. Once the power light stops flashing, that means the ink charging process is finished. After that, simply press the OK button and we'll move on to loading the paper. Now let's load some paper into the printer. First, open the front of the paper cassette and pull it out. Next, slide the edge guides outwards so there's enough room for your paper. Then place your paper into the cassette with the printable side facing down. Take a quick look at the paper and make sure it's sitting neatly against the front guide and isn't sticking out of the cassette. After that, slide the side guides towards the paper. They should be snug enough to hold the paper in place, but don't push them too tightly because that can bend or wrinkle the paper. Once everything looks good, slide the cassette back into the printer and close it. Then, on the printer's control panel, choose the appropriate paper settings. Now that the physical setup is finished, let's connect the ET-3930 to your smartphone. This is where the Epson Smart Panel app comes in handy. So, take your phone and open the App Store if you're using an iPhone or iPad, or Google Play if you're using an Android phone or tablet. Search for Epson Smart Panel and install the official Epson app. Once the app is installed, go ahead and open it. After that, the app will guide you through the setup process. Follow the instructions you see on the screen to add your new printer. If the app doesn't automatically detect the printer, don't worry. This can happen sometimes. Simply tap the plus icon in the top right corner of the app's home screen and then choose the option to set up a new product. Next, the app will search for your Epson printer. At this point, make sure your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi network you want to use with the printer. Once the ET-3930 appears in the app, select it. Then follow the instructions on your phone to connect the printer to your wireless network.
If the app asks for permission to use Bluetooth, local network, or other device permissions, allow those permissions. After that, the app may ask you to select your Wi-Fi network. Choose your home network from the list and carefully enter your Wi-Fi password. Once you've entered the password, tap the option to continue or connect. Now the printer and your phone will communicate for a few moments while the wireless connection is configured. Once the connection is successful, the Epson Smart Panel app should show you a confirmation that your printer is connected. After that, simply continue through any remaining setup instructions shown in the app. Once the setup is finished, you'll arrive at the Epson Smart Panel home screen. And this is where things get really convenient. From this app, you can access many of the printer's main functions directly from your phone. For example, you can choose the print option to print photos or documents stored on your smartphone. You can also use the app for scanning, check the printer's status, monitor your ink levels, and access other useful printer functions. Now, let's make sure everything is actually working. So, from the Epson Smart Panel app, choose the Print option and select a photo or document from your phone. Then choose the settings you want and tap Print. If the printer starts printing, that's it. You've successfully completed the mobile setup. And there you go. Your Epson ET-3930 is now connected to your Wi-Fi network and ready to print directly from your smartphone. And that's it. I hope this guide made setting up your Epson ET-3930 feel much easier and less stressful. If this video helped you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple printer setup and troubleshooting guides. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and happy printing!